So there is something called haldi, mehendi. All these are, I think, terms that I've heard for North Indian weddings, isn't
Yeah, it
it?
happens. Yeah.
Right. So all these happens in the same week.
Yeah, in the same week,
Oh,
within
right.
7 days.
So I think weddings are going to be quite expensive for y'all. What about dowry? Is it still existent over there in that part of
Everywhere.
India?
Yeah, every
Still there?
part of India, I think.
Yes.
Even girls' father are happy to give dowry. I told you it is matter of a status for them, right? So
Right.
when somebody would ask them how much money you have paid to groom, they will be happily saying, lakh, crores or whatever there. Because I've seen my friends, they have been watching their video recording of wedding again and again. And when I ask, what are you watching? These are dead memories. What would you do with it?
Oh,
Good afternoon.
oh, that was a very, very energetic wish. I think you just finished your lunch.
No, I haven't. After this session, I'm gonna eat lunch first. Yeah.
Oh, right, right. So how have you been?
Doing exceptionally well. Doing
Oh,
really well.
oh,
Yeah.
something interesting happened?
Everything was interesting.
Everything was interesting. Everything is interesting in your life. I know that. But anything exceptionally interesting that you would like to share with me? No.
Mm.
If not, nothing.
No, no.
I know certain people, they are happy for no reason. Throughout the day, they are happy, and that is good. So I think you're one of those kind of people. Oh,
Yes, I am.
right, right. All right. So, did you go through today's topic? I was just going through today's topic before the
I don't
session.
know anything about the topic.
Let me open the topic. Okay. It's about weddings. Do you like going for weddings? Do you like attending wedding ceremonies?
No, I don't like, but I have
Hmm.
attended.
You have attended.
Yes.
Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Oh, all right, all right. So majority of the people they don't like to attend weddings. In my
Mhm.
case, it's like sometimes I do like enjoy. I like going to wedding. Majority of the times, even I don't. Why
Mhm.
don't you like to attend weddings? What are some of the reasons for you?
First of all, I do not support wedding, things like wedding, right? Or marriage. Yeah. So going in wedding is different thing, yeah. And second of all, if I talk about wedding, then it is a necessary thing, bringing like so many relatives in your home, just buzzing sound all around you, just for few days, yeah. Like wedding lasts for few days, right? And after that few days, once again you are going to be same person, same old one, disparate, but for a while, yeah, lots of people comes to your home, they attend you, they give you lots of words, words of, you understand, different people from different background come to your home, they give you different kind of solace word, just,
Mm,
yeah, they wish you lots of happiness, things like that.
mm.
And just after a few days you are going to be old one, and I think your life is going to be more complex than ever before after that day, right?
You mean to say, you mean after the marriage?
Yeah. life
Uh,
become life
uh,
becomes complex.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about not your marriage. Let's say
Yeah.
you attended somebody's marriage. So
Uh-huh.
your life doesn't
I was
become.
talking about the attending marriage and about wedding, right? Or marriage. I'm not talking about my life or my marriage,
You're
right?
talking about the bridegroom, the bride
Yeah,
and the
bride
groom's
and
life.
grooms. Yeah.
You're
Look at,
saying it becomes more complex.
yeah, their life become more complex.
So
Yeah.
it's going to be more fun, lots of ups and downs. There are going to be blast of experiences for them, isn't it?
It is going to be, but the way, like, look at the survey, or what
Mm,
marriage brought for people, then you would find, people have been fighting, they have been ill in their home because of, you know, the marriage. I'm not telling you everybody is. 10% people are very happy, and they are saying that, they couldn't have imagined that much happiness in their life without their
mm.
spouse, right?
True, true.
So, but I'm talking about the 90% cases, right? What is happening all around the world. So I'm not blaming the marriage. I'm not blaming the marriage. I'm blaming the postponing your happiness to somebody else, right? And trying to fit into society. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So yes, I was talking about weddings. So I have been attended so many weddings, I have been there. I have seen all the circus going on whole night, and yeah, and how people are dancing, enjoying, drinking, doing all kinds of things that they can do, or
Mhm.
they at least have been hiding within themselves. They want to bring it out that night.
Oh, right. Whatever they have been failing or suppressing, isn't it? They
Yes,
just want to
absolutely.
bring it out. Right, right. Are there any difference in the weddings? Let's make a comparison. So in
Hmm.
Kerala, the weddings are only for one day. We don't have like so many days of celebration. I think that's quite different, isn't it? In Bihar, I mean in UP.
Like, yeah, I'm in Bihar, not in UP, right?
Oh,
So,
I'm so sorry. Yeah, Bihar.
yeah.
I was
So
right
in
earlier.
Bihar, yeah,
Mm,
you were right. So
mm,
in Bihar, we have also like 1 day marriage, right? But ceremony goes for weeks.
uh,
It starts couple of weeks ago in bride's and groom's home, and it lasts after couple of weeks of marriage, right? So this is such a long ceremony, but marriage happens just for 1 day, right? And after that, they do reception. So yeah, lots of things go on, right? Before the marriage, after the marriage, so it is very long ceremony in Bihar especially, right? And but right now people are more modernizing it. They are just keep trying to minimize things. Yeah, whatever money they have, they want to spend it one night lavishly, showing off everything, like light decoration, whatever they can do. They want
mm.
to arrange everything possible for bride and groom for just one night.
Right. So there is something called haldi, mehendi. All these are, I think, terms that I've heard for North Indian weddings, isn't
Yeah, it
it?
happens. Yeah.
Right. So all these happens in the same week.
Yeah, in the same week,
Oh,
within
right.
7 days.
So I think weddings are going to be quite expensive for y'all.
Yeah, it is very expensive, and there is no need to spend so
They
much
don't need
money.
to,
Yeah,
they no need to spend so much money.
because
Oh.
that money can be utilized in different way, right? But people are even like a girl's father feel proud of spending money, right? I have ability, I have capacity to spend that much money, and that's what everybody is doing in society. They are showing off things. I've seen fathers. Yeah, one of my close relatives, I saw him. He became bankrupt, but he had to show.
Oh, right, right.
So
I have
rich.
seen that too. Yes,
Yes,
some people are so concerned with that. They would like to spend their whole savings on this particular wedding, isn't it? Hmm.
because this is matter of status for them.
Right, right. What about dowry? Is it still existent over there in that part of
Everywhere.
India?
Yeah, every
Still there?
part of India, I think.
It has actually drastically come down. It's still there in Kerala, but it has come down.
No, it
I've seen.
hasn't come down. Couples are choosing to marry on their own. That's why. Otherwise, when parents are involving in these marriages, most of the time, at 90% time, still, they are demanding dowry, and this is going on. This is happening. Even girls' father are happy to give dowry. I told you it is matter of status for them, right? So
Right.
when somebody would ask them how much money you have paid to groom, they will be happily saying, lakh, crores, or whatever they are going to say.
Mm. Right, right. Have you ever witnessed any mishappenings, unfortunate incident or accident during a wedding? Something small or something big? Anything?
It happens because lots of people are there, So yeah, whoever find what kind of opportunity, they are just, grasping it, right? So it happens. But I heard about it. I never came across it.
I have come across a lot of events, majorly because Keralites consume a lot of alcohol during weddings. I don't know how is it over there, but here what
Everywhere.
happens is
Same.
it's there over there. All
Mm.
right. So when these elderly people sit together, they sit in one corner and they consume the alcohol. Once the
Mhm.
alcohol starts hitting their brain, they just go out of control. They start making a nuisance. So it's like
Mhm.
everybody's focus goes on to them, and it's like making them isolated.
Mhm.
Any such episodes that
Yeah,
you're
it happens here in Bihar. Also, people drink too much, and one will be lying on the floor, other will be, you know, dancing on
crawling?
his
Some are
body.
crawling, some are
Yeah.
crawling, isn't it?
Yeah, some are crawling. All the madness come out on the occasion of wedding or that night, right? So people are
Hmm.
looking for opportunity, and they got then, they show their true color, who they
Hmm.
are inside, and
Right.
hiding, right? Yep. And
What
and
about?
that's only happening with human being. We guys are, hiding everything. Yeah, we are looking for opportunity because of the fear of society to express things. Yeah, suppressing things within ourselves.
Right. What about the food? I think the food is normally delicious. for all the wedding ceremonies.
Like, see, in different part of India, I think different kind of food is being served. So in Bihar also we have different kinds of food. So I will not go into detail, but yeah, like, and it depends also upon the family and their, you know, uh, financial condition, what kind of financial condition they are. That many, foods item they are going to serve to their guests.
Okay. Now, another aspect of the wedding is what do you love about wedding? See, everything has its own vices and virtues,
Yeah,
isn't
of
it?
course,
We talked
of
about
course.
those things. Now, let's talk about the good things.
Good things are that, first of all, relatives come and
Hmm.
they meet to each other after such a long time, right? And
Hmm.
they have a little bit gossip, right? Because they were somehow connected in past, but because of now life and things, they couldn't meet, or they couldn't
Hmm.
come across each other. So it happens. Second thing is that, bride and it is a special moment for bride and groom as well. They never forget that night, because they have been, everybody come was paying attention to them that night only.
Hmm.
Everybody wants to, get attention, and that was the only night where everybody was paying attention to them. Yeah,
Right.
and they were the center of attraction and the spotlight for that night. After that, I know nobody would care about them, who are they and how are
Hmm.
they living. But that
Hmm.
night, everybody would talk about them. So it also becomes, a center of kind of, feeling for them for whole life that they remembers. Because I've seen my friends, they have been watching their video recording of wedding again and again. And when I asked, what are you watching? These are dead memories, what would you do with it? Then I felt like, they have a great respect to that memory, right? They are still feeling connected. But I know that is dead memory. So one who live in past, for them, yeah, that matters. But yeah, I have seen people watching their, videos of marriage again and again.
Hmm. I think they feel cherished, those special memories, those special bonding. Although, as you said, maybe that was the only time they felt important, or everybody was focusing on them. They would like to relive it, maybe
But
because of that.
after that night, they become very disappointed again. Why? Because their spotlight has gone. Now they are feeling like, that night was making them feel they are everything on this planet, right?
Hmm.
Everybody is just talking about them. But after that night, they are once again the same old one.
Hmm.
Nothing happened.
Hmm. All
Nothing new
right.
happened. Yeah.
Anything else you like about weddings?
No, I don't like about wedding so many things, like buzzing of the sounds everywhere. Other thing is that, people
Crack, crackers? Do you all burn
crackers, they
crackers?
use crackers. Yeah. Why are they so much happy? What have they done in this world? Why are you so much? Why are you using crackers on your wedding day, right?
We
You
don't
are
use
trying.
it. We don't use it in. I mean, for in Kerala, I have not seen crackers, but I have seen for North
Mhm.
Indian weddings, a lot of crackers are used, isn't it? I
Yeah,
thought it's
they
like a
use it.
symbol of light and something of celebration.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
I'm not
it is nonsense. I'm taking you, just even if you have a little bit of sense in within you, conscience within you, then you can see that you have done nothing to this earth. Why to celebrate? Just, yeah, it is good. Just hold the hand of each other and live happily. Just you are celebrating like, you have done something significant on this planet. You have done nothing. You are polluting the environment. You are killing other animals on this
sure.
earth just by polluting everything, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, sensibly, I could see one thing that, the thing that people are doing on wedding is really disastrous for our environment, and even financially it makes you weak, right? So,
That
but
is true.
people have to show off.
But maybe it's their happiness. They like to be bankrupt, but they would like to spend. People are different, isn't it? Hmm.
Yeah,
What about
different.
the food, the leftovers? What do you all do after the wedding?
Leftovers, right?
Hmm.
Here, people, give leftover to animals, right? There's no other way. Yeah, recently, I think few people have started giving services. Yeah, they donate that leftover, or there are some certain people who take it for
Okay.
use. So I don't know how they use it, but yeah, it is happening nowadays that
Oh,
people.
right. Here we have a lot of orphanages every nook and corner. So we have, it's like after the wedding, we already have some sort of a deal with them that, we will be sharing some portion of the food with them. So it is like properly distributed and there is no wastage. That sort of
Mhm.
a system is there and it's functioning properly. So are you against, is marriage not your cup of tea? Or is it like a personal question? If you can refrain from answering.
No, I have answered you like clearly. Like, marriage is something which is not working for people since time of
No,
immemorial, right?
no. About other people. For some it's working, for some it's not working, isn't it?
Mhm.
I'm asking about you, Anand Raj. What do you think? I mean, like, is it something that you would like to try?
I never compromise with my freedom. Yeah, because I keep it on highest value, right? So that's
Hmm.
why, and I feel like marriage is somehow something which can take away your freedom. And
Oh,
I have talked with the people around them. They were very nice, very good before marriage, but after marriage, they feel like, their freedom has been taken away.
oh,
Especially, I don't know why it happens, but I have came across a couple of incidents with my close relatives, and I found, there is nothing but, that kind of, they could live happily. After all, I don't know why they couldn't. Yeah. So I'm not trying to promote something that is unmarried or things like that. Go and do that. No, I'm not promoting it, but I'm also not denying that marriage is also not working for people. So I don't know what will work for you. Just go and be best with it. Yeah.
right. Let's see. Let's. We don't know what's going to hold in future for you, isn't it? Let's
Yeah.
see if you're going to try that, or we don't know. We should be open for experiences.
No,
Hmm.
I'm not saying I'm not gonna do it, but so
Hmm.
far I have realized that yes, it is not cup of my tea. I don't know about my future. Yeah.
And marriage can sometimes become beautiful when you don't depend on another person for your happiness. The other
Yeah.
person lives his or her life, you also live, but it's like coming together and sharing something. That's all.
But it not happens. That's the problem.
Yes,
After
it's
some
very
time,
difficult.
it is human tendency, nature.
Hmm.
Yeah.
True, true, true.
Yeah, before marriage, you would be feeling like that. But after marriage, I don't know why people feel like that. Yeah, I'm still telling you 10% people are able to make marriage a beautiful bonding.
Right. True,
So
true.
yeah, one can be in 10%.
Yes, I listen to a lot of stories from my friends. So I've seen some of them really happy with kids, and I've seen some of them going through some tough situation. But ultimately, it was just a choice, isn't it, to
Mhm.
get married and to stay married. So whatever the consequences are, they have to deal.